It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Balfour Bay? And hope Michael Sugar. A lot of pre-match drop. And that's the opening bell, round one. Well done with that counter shot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Swing and a miss with that hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
So top, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fighting on fire.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's all about McKenson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Somebody don't get complacent.
And there's the bell to start round two. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Stamina is off the charts. Misses with the straight left. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
That uppercut just missed. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. How about that time counter shot? Missing with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. It's all about McKenson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute.
There's the bell to start round three. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him, Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Looking to land the hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Those counter punches have to hurt. Catch and shoot. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. Back at it in round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
There's a counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Can't land the jab there. His stamina is off the charts. Doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. Can't land that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about McKinson in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
I need you to win this one.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I go in the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The jab can't find a home. careful they don't punch themselves out here. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And that left hook doesn't find its target. That counter shot lands. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to... There's the bell to start round 6. Was 1 minute enough time for them to... Robinson goes to the canvas. I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
Even I've got to see...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay? So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Straight right just misses. Do you believe this? They exchange punches. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. So it's planned. Here comes round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Straight right just misses. jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Put your mind back on the draw.
And we enter the 8th round. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, stretched right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Miss with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. A lot of effort being exerted here. No rest for the weary. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's